All right, what's up, guys?
How you guys doing?
Episode numero tres.
Numero dos.
What?
Oh, numero. Oh,
Trey.
my bad, bro.
Trey, dog. Come
I'm
on,
still
man.
trying
You
to
don't
see.
even know
Hey,
what,
bro, this is
what
why I
episode
gave
number
everybody.
we're on?
I don't.
Dude, man, what's going on with you?
We filmed so many mock episodes. You know, I don't know.
Mock episodes? What are you talking about? Mock episodes? This is live, dog. What we do.
Yeah. So number 3. Sorry
Numero
about
Trey.
that. Just like I gave you guys the wrong date for the Super Show. It's actually
Oh, there's
tomorrow,
that. Yeah,
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday. The
So
barbecue's today.
I did say it correctly though.
Yeah. No, you didn't. Go figure.
So barbecue's today then.
Barbecues today, which this is probably going to air sometime next week. But yeah, my bad on that one. I should have looked at the date.
Yeah, you choked, but whatever.
It happens.
It's all right. Players fuck up.
They do.
What can you do?
It happens.
So what's the plan for today then? What are you doing?
So today I am going to. Well, I was going to put the new wiring harness on the distributor, but that's not going to happen. So I'm going to most likely go pick up the truck after this and then go head over to Rosie's Dog Beach. But people were there at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning?
Holding spots for a little, I guess you could call it a barbecue per se. But they were holding spots at 8 o'clock in the morning for a show that starts at 1. Can you believe that?
Damn.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'll get a spot right now, but I'm going to go pull up.
That's insane.
It
I
is,
don't know.
dude.
Man, 8 o'clock?
Bro, it's just like when they tell you for shoes and stuff when they drop. You know, there's people going the next day, even though they drop at 11.
I mean,
it's a little different,
Previous
but-
day. But yeah, no, yeah, I get you. But damn, you're going to be sitting in your car and stuff like that, waiting for 5 hours?
Somebody to leave. Well, yeah.
11,
I mean,
11 hours and stuff? I don't know about that.
I guess it's cool, though, because, I mean, you're at the beach, so you're hanging out. I mean, depending on how long you're going to kick it there for, I mean, it starts at 1. I don't know what time people are going to leave, so that's going to be a long day.
I guess, yeah. What do? You just stay there for an hour and then leave? You're already there for 6 hours. Unless foods don't mind staying there for like 10 hours. I do. You know what I mean? It's not like bikes where like I'd show up like an hour after the event, park wherever I want, and then just walk around for like 45 minutes and then leave.
Yeah.
Because I'm like antisocial and stuff, you know?
It's definitely not like that. But, I mean, if you are social, you can bullshit, I guess. But anyways, that's what I'm going to do today. My boy right here has work,
Yeah, I got work.
sadly.
I got to make sure everything's copacetic, you know? Somebody's got to pay the bills for all this equipment, you know? What can we
for sponsoring the Unusual Fun podcast.
what can we do, huh? Someone's got to be the responsible one.
Yeah, I'm not. So today's topics, we got a couple little things we're gonna touch on besides cars.
Besides cars?
Yeah, I mean,
What do you
kind
mean?
of just touched on cars a little bit, but
A little too much on cars, I would say so.
I guess so. There's never too much on cars.
There's a lot on cars. I don't know if everyone likes cars.
They should. You use them to get everywhere you need to go.
Not right now. People are out here trying to fucking get bicycles, mopeds, scooters. I think they're starting to bring back the hoverboards again.
Are they bringing back the hoverboards?
Yeah, and they're making a comeback, dude.
Dude, I've busted my ass on those things, dude. They're so insane.
Remember when those were like such a big deal?
Well, yeah, and then they started to try to put like age limits on, like, oh, you can't buy this unless you're 18. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
I remember.
People
Well, no,
were busting
it was
their ass.
hilarious because at the time when they were like blowing up, I was still working at the hotel, and they became such a problem that they sent out a memo saying like, "Hey, you can't have people riding hoverboards inside the hotels."
Oh, really?
I'm like, "Oh shit, you guys barely came up with that now." Like,
I mean, you can't skate or scooter in a hotel. So
yeah,
what
but
makes
there
you
was
think it's
no
okay? rule against that?
rule against the hoverboards.
True.
You know what I mean? So since it's new, it's like they had to redo the rules or something like that. I was like, "Yeah, no shit."
Funny story on the hoverboards. So when they first dropped, I was working for a company. We were doing contract work on Coast Guard ships.
Okay.
And my buddies, a lot of them were from back east, like Maine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
East Coast. So one of them had this brilliant idea that he wanted to buy a hoverboard because they were all the rage, right? Paid like, I don't know, at that time they were like $800, $900, right?
Shit.
He bought it at the mall. Okay.
Middle of the mall.
Middle of the mall
Middle
shit.
of the mall shit.
That was 100% middle of the mall shit. Some coming a mile away. So anyways, this dude buys a hoverboard. Okay. He ends up calling me when he's at LAX on his way back to Maine, and he's like, "Hey, bro, can you do me a favor?" I'm like, "What's up?" They won't let me ship this hoverboard because of the batteries.
Yeah, no shit.
And I was like, okay, I guess. So I literally drove my happy ass to LAX to go pick up the hoverboard, and then I had to ship it to him.
No
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, I shipped it to him.
Did he cut you some change or what?
He freaking I don't even know if we had Zelle at that point, so he wired me money to ship
like Western Union.
Yeah, Western Union, 100%.
Dude.
And then me, like I've never ever had to deal with that. Like, right?
Yeah.
It's like you can't just go somewhere and do it. You have to go to like some sketchy liquor store. Yeah. And then they charge you. Yep, so then I ended up negative on the deal because he sent me the money for the wire or whatever to ship the board. But, didn't compensate for the whole fact that, like, there's a fee to cash the money out.
Yeah. I think it's like $5 or something like that. I don't know.
No, man. I think it was a little bit more.
Yeah.
But definitely hoverboards were a craze for a minute.
Yeah, they were sick, I guess. Never rode one. Never have. Probably never will.
Remember when my sister was saying that the truck got ripped off and all the homeless people were riding the hoverboards?
There's so his sister works with like the homeless people and stuff, and I guess they were breaking into like rail cars and like trucks, like big rigs and stuff, and they got into a case of a package of hoverboards and stuff. It was just straight out of like, Fast and Furious #1 when they were stealing VCRs and stuff. They found the hoverboards and you just saw a bunch of homeless dudes on hoverboards.
I thought that what was really funny about that was when the guy shows up who owns the trailer and he's like, yeah, they don't work. And there was literally a homeless dude rolling away on one. And it's like, oh, they don't work. They're damaged.
Damaged goods. Not player. Well, that's one thing, if there's one thing about the homeless, they're fucking resilient. You know what I mean? They figure out how to live on the streets for this long and stay alive. They'll figure out how to make a fucking hoverboard run.
And the balance is incredible. I mean, you're talking about a dude who probably just never ever even rid one of these things, and he's fucking zooming off
on it. Yeah,
that's crazy.
He's on it. You would think, right? Hilarious.
Hoverboards.
What can you do?
But what you want to get into the first topic that I was kind of excited to talk about?
We can get into that real quick. A little current event type of deal. See what we got here. So there is this.
Which one are we talking about first?
So we're gonna go with the transgender that just won the NCAA championship.
Hey, and I'm gonna start off with, we're not knocking transgenders at all. Like, if that's how you feel you want to live your life, cool. You know what I mean?
No, see, but that's the thing. No, it's not how they feel. That's just who they are.
That's who they. Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't really know too much about it.
You know what I mean? Like, you can be whoever you want, however you want. I'm cool with it. You know what I mean?
And in this case, it was a man transitioning into a woman.
So basically, there is a born man that after I'm spitballing right now, but I think after he went to college, decided to transition into a woman, and was a competitive swimmer, and then recently, I think yesterday, she won the NCAA's Division I champion. So, headline is, swimmer Lia Thomas becomes NCAA's first transgender Division I champion in any sport. So, this is history right here. So, Penn swimmer Lia Thomas won the women's 500-yard freestyle championship on Thursday to become the first NCAA champion in Division I history. She finished the race 4 minutes and 33 seconds, beating Virginia's Emma White by a second and 3/4 seconds. The time fell short of Katie Ledeck's NCAA record time of 4 minutes and 24 seconds. So it said right here, okay, Thomas used to compete on Penn's men's team before transitioning and competing as a woman for the first time this season. So this is the first time she's competing in women's sports.
And if the viewers don't know this, we did. I think you could pull it up too. Now, my boy wasn't really doing so hot in the men division.
I would say so. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't doing too.
He wasn't doing all that great.
Yeah.
And then he old switcheroo, and then comes in and sweeps the
competition. But it says right here, her eligibility came under scrutiny, with critics arguing that she has an unfair advantage in the pool after she went through male puberty. She met NCAA standards to compete as a woman after undergoing testosterone suppression therapy for more than 2 years. Since joining the women's team, Thomas has broken 2 school records and posted the fastest time in the country in the 200, 500-yard freestyle events, and now she's an NCAA champion. So,
I mean, we'll pull up the picture right now, and you guys can see.
I mean, we can watch the video of
Leah, how did that performance measure up to your expectations coming into this meet tonight?
I didn't have a whole lot of expectations for this meet. I was just happy to be here, trying to race and compete as best as I could.
You've undoubtedly been under the spotlight over the past few months. How have you been dealing with that and reasoning with everything?
I try to ignore it as much as I can. I try to focus on my swimming, what I need to do to get ready for my races, and just try to block out everything else.
What did that race mean to you?
It means the world to be here, be with 2 of my best friends and teammates, and be able to compete.
Thank you for stopping by.
All right, so pull up the picture though of like when they're on the podium, and you can see I mean, I know they're standing on different like levels, but you can just see the difference in stature, build. I mean, like I said, I'm not knocking it at all. I mean, if that's who you feel you are, go for it. But I think there has to be a little bit of a fairness to it at the same time. I know this is technically fair in one sense, but in another sense, it's kind of not so fair. Because didn't OG Bruce, a.k.a. now known as Caitlyn Jenner, chime in on this as well?
Yeah, she did. So this is the photo of the podium. This is the one I was talking about the other day, where this was what happened when they were showing. So this was Leah Thomas on the left, who is the new NCAA champion right here. Mm-hmm. And then this is second, third, and fourth place. So they decided to do a little thing for them right here.
That's kind of awkward, though. Is that she was standing there for that picture as well?
Yeah. So she was. So I mean, like you said, it's nothing against what Lia Thomas is trying to do. She feels more comfortable being a woman. That's cool and all. We understand that. But I think the problem is that this is still so new that people don't know how to react or how to control or what to do, because the argument from the parents of the women that are competing, other than Lia Thomas, is that, hey, you're basically still have the anatomy of a male, even though you went under testosterone suppressant for 2 years, but you went through male puberty. Yeah. So you have the bone structure of a male. Mm-hmm. You had the testosterone levels of a male. Mm-hmm. Arms are longer. Yep. You're taller. Your feet are bigger. Those are advantages in swimming. You know what I mean? Yeah. Length is an advantage because they count you at the finish line when your fingertips touch the edge of the pool, right? Yeah. So their argument is, hey man, now because you're in first place, the chick that was in 17th place would have been in 17th place is now in 18th place, so now she doesn't rank in the top 17 of the country. Yeah, you know what I mean? And then it dwindles down to like high school sports as well, because you have a lot of men that are transitioning into women, and now they're breaking all these school records and state records and stuff like that, you know what I mean, that were established previously by natural born women, we can say that. And it's just obliterating them, you know what I mean? And now you got colleges looking at them. Now you have potential scholarships that aren't going to these other women that are competing as well, that have been competing all their life as women. So it's a catch 22 right now, because it's like, you say something like that against like a person like Leah Thomas and you're labeled as transphobic, you know what I mean? When there are people like that, no matter what, there's always going to be people like that. But just because you have an opinion on it doesn't mean you're against them.
Exactly.
You know what I
mean, look, you even have a trans person saying that this is wrong. You know what I mean? Who is an Olympic athlete? Yeah. You know what I mean? Who's saying that, hey, he same thing, went through normal, male puberty and everything like that. went through it, and he's saying that he doesn't even compete in the women's, golf tournament
because golf tournament in the club that he's in, because he feels that he still has the anatomy of a man and has an unfair advantage to the women that would compete. If he was there. So I guess there was a tweet that someone put out on it says right here, Pink News. Caitlyn Jenner launches yet another disgraceful attack on trans athletes without a hint of irony. So basically calling her a hypocrite in a sense. But then Caitlyn Jenner tweeted out, no, I just had the balls to stand up for women and girls in sports. You know what I mean? And that's where she's coming from, because she's saying that, hey, I'm not against trans people because obviously she's transgender. Yeah. But she's saying that I'm standing up for women's sports. Yeah. Yeah. And this is coming from an athlete, you know what I mean? Who was, at one time they called him the best athlete in the world because he competed in the triathlon or whatever, where they do the running, the pole jump, the shot put where they throw, basically like multiple.
Is that a decathlon
or is it the decathlon?
Might be decathlon,
something like that. Yeah, whatever. Same shit.
Triathlon is the swimming.
Irrelevant now, you know what I mean? Back then they would say that's the most athletic person in the world. Nowadays people are like, it's LeBron James. You know what I mean?
LeBron James is
goated. So he's goated. Yeah, he's goated too. But yeah, that's that story.
He's no Kelly Slater, but
Kelly Slater. What?
Yeah.
People don't know fucking surfing, dude.
People do.
They know
it's an international sport.
Yeah, I know, but I would say the masses don't know.
The masses know Kelly Slater.
I mean, I grew up in the hood, and I can bring up another person from the hood. Do you know anything about surfing, Jesse?
Nope.
Not even one bit. We might know Kelly Slater because he was the guy.
Kelly Slater, though.
That was. Okay. Oh, Migos? It was Migos, right? Yeah, Migos. Yeah, Migos. Yeah.
You don't know that?
Back then. Like I said, hood.
Maybe I do. I have to hear it. I don't know Migos by name.
Yeah, but... Yeah, we'll drop it here. We won't because we'll get copyrighted. Yeah. So there's that. Look it up on your own time. But yeah, that's.
Oh, we're gonna talk about my man Smallett.
Yeah, my boy Smallett.
Hey, bro.
He weaseled his way out of jail again.
Was it 6 days?
Jesse Smallett walks out of jail after appeal court orders release. Served less than a week of 150-day conviction. So he was just let out because I guess they allowed him to bail out or something like that. So
prison overcrowding?
Nah, they just let him out because he's gonna appeal the court for his sentencing.
Okay.
So they let him out but he's got to go back to court. So the problem not the problem, but what happens is a lot of people don't know. I guess what this means is that he could have stayed there longer, and then if he appeals and he lost, then he would have went back to jail, and whatever days he was already in there would have counted with his sentence. You know what I mean? Okay. So now he's out. So he only has 4 days under his belt. So if he loses the appeal, which I think he will, he's gonna go back and he has to finish his 150 days. So they said that it's 150 days minimum that he has to do the 150.
Why wouldn't you just knock out the 150 and call it a?
Because he's innocent in his eyes.
He's innocent.
He's doing it for the 400 years that black people were oppressed.
Why you got to throw that in there though? Like, what is that?
You have to. You know what I mean? You want to pull the hearts of the people. You know what I mean? But the funniest thing is that it was a jury that sentenced him. It wasn't just a judge. It was a jury. They brought it up to his peers and they felt like he was lying, and he got sentenced. So,
yeah, I don't know about all that.
I don't know. And then what's funny is that like the Taraji P, the chick or the actress that is in that show with them in Empire, she came out with a tweet saying like we should he's innocent, things like that. So she still kind of believes him. I don't know if she's doing it for publicity or anything, but it's like everyone knows he lied.
Yeah, everybody knows.
You know what I mean? Everyone has that little thing in the back of their head like, hey man, all the things that that came out from this doesn't really add up. So yeah, he's free right now. He's doing his thing, and he'll have to go back to court and face the music eventually, I guess.
All right.
There's that. But what else do we got? Oh shit! So this, I guess, we're staying on the gay topic
LGBTQ episode,
TQ plus episode over here. So
what's up with this, bro?
So now we got from Variety. Same-sex kiss restored in Pixar's Lightyear following staff uproar over the Don't Say Gay bill. Exclusive. So, I guess Pixar, they have a new Buzz Lightyear movie coming out with my boy Chris Evans, Captain America as Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, okay.
So, I guess they did a scene where they were doing a same-sex kiss. I'm assuming it's two women because they have like a black woman here on the picture. But it says right there, on March 9, LGBTQ employees and allies at Pixar Animation Studios sent a joint statement to Walt Disney Company leadership claiming that Disney executives have recently actively censored overly gay affection in its feature films. Stunning allegation made as part of a larger protest over the company's lack of public response to Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. Did not include which Pixar films had weathered the censorship, nor which specific creative decisions were cut or altered.
Okay, overly gay?
Yeah, I guess that's what they're saying, that Disney, I guess, believes it's overly gay. I mean,
I don't know, man. My whole thing on this is like, you know, I know the world's changing. Maybe I'm old school, but I mean, don't you want to let the kids be kids and not?
Yeah, that's fine. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with like having two, I guess, male or two female characters kiss. That's not the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is it's deep down is what's going on in Florida with Governor DeSantis, where they're dubbing it as the Don't Say Gay bill when it's not that. DeSantis is pushing for a bill for, I believe it's from pre-K to third grade, to not have the teachers teach them about sex, pretty much.
But like
freely, like
what
so
grade?
Right now the teachers can talk about sex and you know gay between a man and a man or a female and a female, and talk it freely with kids. You know what I mean?
Well,
so he's pushing for that not to happen at that age group.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We're talking from pre-K. Anywhere from I think here in California it's from 3 to 4 or 5, and then third grade is like what, 7 years old.
Yeah.
So he wants them not to learn about sex at that age group. That's what that bill is.
And I don't. Think
someone came out and said that it's him pushing a bill saying that they can't say the word gay, or that they can't talk about gay people. I don't know if that's true or not. I haven't read the full thing, but from what I understand is that he is making that bill so that way they don't talk about anything from anal sex to regular sex to 5-year-olds.
Yeah, I don't.
That's what I comprehend about it,
and that's not cool.
It's not a far-fetched or a bad idea. You know what I mean? Because like nowadays, you're able to, I guess, talk about sex ed to kids without the parents' consent now.
Oh, really?
They can do that. I know back in the day,
yeah, you gotta get the permission.
Yeah, when I was in 5th grade. That's when they did the first talk, which was bullshit to begin with. You know what I mean? But they made me take a note to my mom, and then she had to read it over. And if she was okay with me sitting in for that hour, she would sign it off and I'd go. Yeah. And then there was a bunch of people that didn't go because the parents didn't believe that they should talk about that to children, that wasn't their place.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. You know, to each their own.
I think it, to an extent, it should be the parents' decision at the end of the day. Because they're the ones raising their kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you're teaching these kids, you know, what is it, 8 hours a day for, you know, what, a year? But, like, you know, you have the months off. I don't know what the exact school year is. Okay. But, like, okay, at the end of the day, though, you're not the kid's parent. And you're not, I don't think that's your place to be speaking out on that. And especially let kids be kids, man.
That's the thing. We're not letting children be children, and they're learning too much. I mean, a lot of it has to do with the internet.
Yeah.
Everything's accessible. Exactly. You can learn about whatever you want on there. So there's that.
I never once.
That was weird. But yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, they want to include it. It's not going to steer me away from watching it. And I'm pretty sure it's not going to stir away. I mean, it will stir some parents to show it to their kid, but that's the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's their decision.
It's their decision. And like I said, and then people don't get mad that it's included. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Simple as that.
That's what I always say too.
You know what I mean?
That's what I think.
It's all good. But we got another story. My girl Naomi Osaka. So she's the professional tennis player that recently made headlines because
We were just talking about this the other day.
We were.
I really don't even know who she is.
So she
I can't say that I'm the
was
tennis person.
the newest up and coming tennis star. She beat Serena Williams. She was on top of the world. She won that one first major. And then she got all the spotlight, and then recently she started like losing a lot. So criticism came along, you know what I mean? People talking shit, this and that. And then I think she was in Wimbledon, and then she wasn't doing too well. She ended up losing, and then she came out saying that she had like mental health issues, anxiety, things like that. And then she didn't want to do any of the interviews. So then people were scrutinizing her as well with that. So recently, I guess there was another tournament going on, and she was doing pretty bad.
Okay.
And there were people heckling her. And then she started doing even worse.
Okay.
So then people were still like, heckling and things like that. So she ended up losing, I believe. And so the story is, I guess, people feel for her because, it's something that does happen, things like that. But Rafael Nadal, he's like one of the top 3 tennis players in the world right now.
Wears the skirts?
Skirts? What's that?
Like the
They all wear shorts.
longer.
Oh, no. Rafael Nadal is a Spanish tennis player sponsored by Nike.
He's got long hair, no?
He
Wears
used
a headband?
to. He used to. Yeah, he wears a headband. Yeah.
All right.
That dude. Okay. He came out saying like, hey, man, I understand. I feel for you. But at the end of the day, we're professional athletes. This comes with the territory. And pretty much said like, hey, you need to, suck it up and just deal with it. You know what I mean?
What's that? But didn't my boy Roger, whatever, homeboy, who would go on rampages when he...
McEnroe, right? McEnroe. Yeah. He was also on fucking... No, was he on? No, the other one. It was McEnroe and the other guy, the guy with the mullet.
McEnroe was the dude who would just go beast mode, right? When
Yeah,
he
and
lost?
it would break his racket and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then, but what was the other guy? I think he was American. Or was that McEnroe?
That was McEnroe,
with Pete Sampras was the other one, right?
I don't know.
The one with the fro, curly hair.
I just remember that.
Yeah, well, one of them was on crystal meth while he was playing tennis.
Oh,
yeah. There's like a whole story on it. Like
sugar?
he was on the sugars. He was on it. Like he was active on it.
See, I'd like to see some tennis like that, man.
Yeah,
Just
right.
two dudes who are
It's just like when in baseball, you know what I mean? Like back when Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire were on the juice.
Oh yeah,
everyone was watching it because these boys were fucking hitting that ball out the fucking
that's
park.
what I'm saying,
you know what
bro.
I mean?
That's
when baseball was.
We should have a league just where you're able to juice, just
fucking
juice,
beefy ass bros.
That
you know
would
what I
be
mean?
a sport.
But like my thing on that is like in baseball, fuck it. If they use enhancers, that's cool. You know what I mean? That's fine. But when you're like using it in certain sports where you have contact with other people, where you can actually hurt someone, that's where it's not right. You know what I mean? Because you can cause physical damage on that. So like say for instance like mixed martial arts, boxing, or even football.
Okay.
Football, you're using physical force to bring someone down. You know what I mean? So if someone's juiced up, you can potentially, I don't know, kill someone maybe. You know, that's what's going on.
You're right. You're right on that.
Like,
I would like to see a juiced baseball league.
Yeah,
that'd be freaking.
Yeah. Well, we feel for Naomi. You know what I mean? But she has to understand that once you become like a superstar in the sport,
you're gonna be in the spotlight.
You're gonna be in the spotlight. You're gonna be scrutinized. And,
comes with critics.
You know what I mean? It's just like right now, dog. Like we're blowing up. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's people shitting on us right now. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like, why does this guy have to wear sunglasses?
At least
you know what
half
I mean?
of our viewers, because I have to wear sunglasses.
Okay.
I don't know why. At least half of our viewers are just tearing our shit apart.
Yeah, have to.
Do we have our comments on?
Comments are on.
Hey, man, tear us up in the comments. I want to hear the scrutiny about the glasses outside. Even though I'm outside, I'm still wearing glasses outside, so I don't see how it's a problem. But okay. You guys get us.
Maybe I'm just mad because I'm not wearing.
I'm gonna throw this out here. I mean? You guys get us
a pair.
To.
I'm gonna be cool like him.
Are you doing the ad lib right now? You're talking in your mic so that I can't hear you.
Yeah.
You know I got hearing issues.
Yeah.
Bring the boot. Bring the boot. The boot that's right over there.
The boot?
Yeah. Bring the boot.
The infamous boot.
Bring the boot into the shot. My man Thunder.
Thunder, aka Thunder.
Thunder. That's what I'm going to call him because that's his government name, Thunder.
That is his government name.
Yeah, bring the boot into the shot.
Bring the boot. Okay.
Place it right here. You're good, Thunder. Don't trip.
Yeah.
This boot right here.
That's one of my boots, okay.
Y'all get us to 300 views
On any video?
On any video.
Or are we talking in total? Both videos?
No. One video has to hit 300 views. Okay. All right, 250. 250
okay, one video.
And 50 views on one video. I'll do a shoey through this boot. If y'all don't know what a shoey is, maybe we could pull one up later and throw it up on the...
Yeah, so we'll probably, I guess,
what a shoey is.
We'll show it up eventually.
I'll do a shoey through this boot.
But I guess people that don't know, shoey is where you get... It's typically an alcoholic beverage, like a beer or something.
So we're not going to
do drink, so he's not going to do that. So we'll probably do like a Red Bull or something. You pour it in here, and then my boy has to...
That boot. Right there.
Long story is, I had an motorcycle accident in these boots. That's why they're tore up in this one.
In this boot.
Yep.
Lost 2 bones in his
Out in, was it Angeles Crest?
Oh, that's not where you lost the bones?
No, not this one. No, not this one. Angeles Crest. Saw the road there. I took it down on this bike. And now we're back. The other ones? The one where I broke my foot? Yeah, I still have them. Not even a scuff on them, dude. My foot, I've worn them a couple times maybe. But my foot basically got smashed in between the F-150. It was a regular F-150, not a Raptor. Smashed in between, and then smashed all 4 of my toes. Had emergency surgery. They took out the bones out of these 2 toes. So
but tell them what happened. Tell them the fact that they sent you home and said you were all good.
Oh yeah, so I got hit, and then like my foot was like a balloon, and then they sent me to the ER. They did X-rays. The doctor's like, "Yo, man, your foot looks good. It's just a little swollen." Mind you, I had blood coming out from in between my small toe. And I was like, well, that's weird, whatever. So they just cleaned it up, this and that. My thumb was fucked up, dislocated, whatever. But they put a splint on it for now and sent me home. It was like 2 a.m, trying to sleep, can't sleep. I get a call like at 8 a.m. and they're like, hey, man, we need you to come in. I'm like, why? Like, yeah, your foot's broken. And, we need to schedule you for surgery because, that shit can get infected. So, yeah, so they brought me back. Basically, I had compound fractures where the bones popped out. That's why I was, like, bleeding on my foot. And then they scheduled me for surgery 2 days after. They took out all the bone fragments in my small 2 toes and fixed up my other toes. And now I have no bones in my 2 smallest toes on my right foot.
And that was the day that he lost the ability to wear flip-flops, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I can still wear them. I just don't wear them because I have a scar on there. But regardless, but not only that, we're in the hood. We don't wear flip-flops.
It's because like when he wears flip-flops,
we wear slides.
The 2 toes kind of hang off to the side sometimes because they don't have bones.
That's how rumors start.
So they start floating. Hey, you get us to 300 views, we'll make this man wear flip-flops.
I'll wear slides.
Flip-flops where we could see the toes hang over the side.
Slides. They don't hang up.
True story. I've
seen
on the
side, but whatever.
It's very true.
That's all good. But yeah, so I mean, if anyone's considering getting motorcycles, I'd say do it, but just be aware that shit like that can happen. I had a boy that lost an arm completely. So there's that. You know what I mean?
But hey, it's just like anything.
It's just like anything, honestly. So we'll leave it at that then. So this was episode numero 3.
Not dos.
Trey. And hopefully on the next episode we'll have a guest. We've been trying to get someone on, but they feel like they're a little bit too important. And by important is they can't get up past before 11 o'clock in the morning. But
hit us up too. I mean, we have, if anybody wants to hop on this show, more than welcome to. Our filming schedule is a little weird just because we work full time. So it's mainly like weekdays in the morning, or we could squeeze you in on a weekend. Just give us a week in advance notice so that way we could
weekend in the morning.
Coordinate.
And
we could even come to you if you have something where you want to set up at your own spot. We could
come to you. You got a shop, you got anything, we can make it happen. We're mobile. Oh yeah, you can hit us up on Instagram, Unusual Friend Podcast.
Yeah.
Twitter, YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Get this ball rolling. We're trying to do this in a local level at first.
Yeah.
Any small businesses, any people that are starting something, any projects, this and that. You can come on here. We can talk about it. We can hopefully we don't have a big following.
No, we don't
per se, but we know some people personally. You know what I mean? In real life, IRL.
Yeah, that we can get you in contact with if they want to work with you. You know what I mean?
And make it happen. You got a car club, you got a motorcycle club, you got anything, you know.
Yeah,
we can sit here and talk
Basket
about
weaving
anything.
club,
Basket
pottery,
weaving,
whatever you want to do.
Ceramics.
With your
I
life.
took ceramics in high school. You know, what I mean, I
didn't.
know a little bit.
I barely
Not
showed
really,
up.
but you know, I was there.
Options were slim for your boy, but hey, yeah, if you guys want to come on the show, hit us up, and we appreciate all the views. I was kind of like in shock when I seen that video that was it 70 or 60?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, man.
I mean, that's pretty good for people who.
Yeah, for like how we joke around, we say we're nobodies. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty awesome, and we're gonna keep trying this and see where it goes, and we'll leave it at that.
Appreciate it. You guys have a great week. Later.